So let's take a look at today's papers. We'll begin with The Times, and many of this morning's front pages lead with the murder of Sarah Everard. The Times shows a photo of the 33-year-old, reporting how her family demanded that her killer, Wayne's cousins, face them in court.
I'm haunted by a horror of my precious little girl's murder. Those are the words of Sarah's mother, Susan, which feature as the Daily Express headline.
Meanwhile, The Guardian reports how Wayne Couzens used his police warrant to lure Sarah off the streets. Elsewhere, the paper focuses on yesterday's speech from Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer at the party's conference. We will be speaking to Sir Keir on the programme at 8:30.
And let's have a look at one of the most read stories on the BBC News website this morning. It's a government warning to councils not to use phrases such as panic buying when communicating with the public on issues relating to fuel supply.
Do you know, that links to one of the stories that I've just seen inside The Sun this morning, page 9. The fuel shortage shortage of supply, has been a great leveller, hasn't it? So Cristiano Ronaldo, the returning Manchester United striker, there is his very expensive car at 2:20 waiting for fuel. Still there at 9 o'clock and went home without any. Doesn't matter how much money you've got at the minute.
But he wasn't in it.
I don't think he was waiting there, no. Someone was having a quiet shift, though.
Well, that would be a leveller, wouldn't it? A lot of talk about Daniel Craig, of course, this week.
Yes.
No time not to have a picture of him when he was a young person. This is a story from The Times, and this is a picture of him when he was 16 years old, and it was taken at Hillborough High School in West Kirby in the Wirral Peninsula. And this, apparently, according to his friends at the time, he always used to wear this tan leather jacket. And I don't know how close you can... I mean, he doesn't look very much different.
He can't be 16 there.
Well, that's interesting you should say that, Nina, because in this story it says a former schoolmate of his said he would always wear that tan leather jacket. He doesn't look like a typical 16-year-old and did look older. So they thought that then. He was in the top set for maths, if you're interested, apparently. So he was just the boy in a maths class. But here's another one. Lindsay, who was at school with him, later became a teacher, said Daniel was quite quiet and little, a wee delicate boy who had very strong pale blue, watery eyes. My mum was a dinner lady, she goes on to say, and would always make sure he was eating because he wasn't very big.
Oh.
So they made sure he got, and Debbie, who's 53 now, a chauffeur, says he was in every school play, every show they did at school.
I can't quite get over that haircut. It's a good job.
Do you want to have another look at it?
Yeah, and it's evidence, isn't it, for anyone?
But there's nothing...
For any doubters.
There's nothing wrong with that haircut.
Really?
Well, it's just of its time, isn't it? Also, the leather jacket, I would say, back in fashion.
I think anyone who feels awkward at school will be encouraged by that, won't they?
Good.